ya nyantechwa emre bia am discover free Europe akoma ebusuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer easy convenient fast and sounds so free tua hwe me discover ye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ewo mobile phone so free na fesika komo ebusuafo wo Ghana fa na nyina tap send papa no
everybody check now check it the beat is real don't will make it kill ya get your green select glucometer and check it sugar level check it green select glucometer check it sugar level for check it reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo o so to mfa akosi kaswa ne mpatamu anasa achimota la pass ekosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane anasa ade bia wo pebia. So ukoton kwadia enye bebia wo se wutumwa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Yes, September to remember. Abeka group of companies and a Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Dubai. Who was tour most of the interesting places be award Dubai. Set Desert Safari, Dubai Free, Atlantis Water Park, Dubai City Tour, Yacht Party because now for Yasanso a party in the club. And to tell a friend it's September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex from the 28th of September to 4th October 2022. For reservation friend 0243 514 732 and now friend plus 971 55 949 4061. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex bed there. Come, let's go. Dubai. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant. Taste Africa.
We are back again on the seat where we talk about all the important, I'm talking about relevant information in our showbiz space with my people, and I call them the real pundits right here on Sammy Flex TV. We call this Showbiz Daily every weekday evening. We sit like this, and I enjoyed the conversation under the video yesterday. It was really heated. I enjoyed the fact that everybody was coming back with what he or she thinks about the issues being discussed. I wish it is like that all the time, so we get the opinion and the minds of other people. But then if you also think that you want to have a personal conversation like some people do, like the person who said something, they and he ended up saying the same thing. Hey, big ups to you, Nana. You are in London. You can also send yours to us via the WhatsApp number on the screen. Maybe later you can also call to discuss what you think about the issues with us. The number on the screen connects to us anytime, anywhere, and let's have a conversation. My name is Sammy Flex. Already on the screen, you have seen Beef God, Beef Nation, Beef President Nana Reagan. He's also a writer, publicist, promoter, and a talent manager as well. And in the middle, Tim Dodu Solomon is our online manager, Sammy Flex TV, Flex Entertainment. He's also a digital content strategist. And the man you see at the extreme end, the other one I cannot say, the one Lapiji was talking about, I cannot say, but he's also a promoter of that industry. A promoter with moral portfolio. He has no portfolio, but he does the promotion tight. But in case you're looking for him, he is also a BIM lead. I'm talking about an executive member of an association of better still a club called BIM Nation Global. He is also their lead president here on Sammy Flex TV. TV, and we are about to talk show business. It is about opinions. It's about sharing what we think and what we know. That is what we are about to do. It's about what we think and what we know. So if you also think and you know something different, just as they were sharing, you also share yours. It is that simple. I don't know why some people comment before they say that they say someone is mumu. You say mumu, you have not said anything. Come through with what you know and let's run. That is what we are about to do. And to the production team, I call them the Jackie Boatin or better still Nana B boys. Hey, shout out to Nana B, man. Shout out to you. We miss you so much, Nana. And the guitar rasta is on camera. I also have Richie Flex, who is the editor, director of the show. Emmanuel Lapiji is the producer. And I also have Gideon Neil Lampteson, who is our creative director, giving us all the wonderful designs, the ones and tools for us to do our thing. So join us with your comment and let's run. Giddy, 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 giddy like that. I don't know why people are making noise about a certain Bobrisky coming to Ghana. Let me start with you, Barrister. I hear a certain Bobrisky is coming to Ghana and people are making noise about it. Have you heard?
I saw the flyer and I even posted it.
You posted it as well?
Posted it.
You posted it?
Yes, yes.
And what was your caption?
To do what exactly? Is it a way of supporting another stupidity?
That's what you...
Yes, yes.
You captioned your post?
Is it promotion of another stupidity or something?
I see. What is the stupidity in there?
Bobrisky coming to Ghana to do what? That is what I was asking.
And to do what, say?
And that they did a flyer in that respect.
His or her, I can't describe it. Really?
Oh, okay. His or her.
She.
Okay.
He. Now she is she.
No, by he is she.
No, now she is she.
She
has transformed. So now she is she.
Okuneye Idris Olanrewaju. Wow. I said the most talked about entertainer and social media star, brand influencer. Okay, I've requested for my follow. Let me see if she will add me. What I mean is that I've requested. I would say if she will add me. I mean, if she will add me. Oh, so you think we're stupid, eh?
For me, what is she coming or he? Is he coming?
Oh, it's she.
You just say she.
We are struggling to label her gender or sex.
Just say she.
But you can't do this in America, you know.
No, come on.
Yeah, what you do, you can't do it in America.
That is why this is Africa.
Yeah, so be straight. Like say one. You don't know what she is coming to do. What?
Okay, you said that she is she. So
yeah. Now she is a she.
You are the moderator, so
now she is a she.
Yeah, so she. I don't know what she's coming to do.
Why?
I don't know.
Are people
what to call for her?
Are people limited in coming to Ghana? Like
no, people are not limited. But if you are coming to Ghana and there is a promotional budget for that purpose, and from what I witnessed, it means she's going to have media tours and doing some stuff.
But we've been interviewing same people here.
We've been doing what?
We've been interviewing same people here.
Which people?
Oh, the guys that you don't want him to, you know. The guy that you don't want him to come. We have been interviewing same people here.
You see, before
that your girl, what's she called?
Angel Max.
Yes. Before there is a community here for
before we do start things, there is some sort of noise around them. Before, for example, Maxine issue came up when we heard she has transformed or whatever thing, and then she was also trending, or he was trending or whatever. That was when the media gave him the platform to voice out. And later she also did a song when the bill was under discussion. She also did a song. Yes. Aside that, what is Bobrisky influence when it comes to the entertainment industry?
No.
That one.
Aside the controversies and the makeups and stuff that she's doing, is there any makeup? Use the head thing, right?
Well, Chamo, what do you also think about that flyer? First of all, we are not too sure whether it is real. But that aside, she can come to Ghana for any purpose.
Yes, for any purpose at all.
So if it becomes real, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm interested in what she's coming to do. I mean, the flyer is not giving much detail. All that we see on the flyer is Bob in Ghana, and then if you are interested in call this number. So what is
if you're interested in ad?
Yeah, if you want her to advertise for you, then call a number.
Yes,
that's
so she's here to do
influencer job kind of. Yeah. And it will be interesting to see the influence or how she's going to introduce herself to Ghanaians and how people react to her. And I think she has made a mark on the internet in Africa, if I should say so. So we should just watch what she's coming to do. Just that it seems people excuse me. It seems people don't really like her I don't know, her influence or her coming out like that, but she's still winning, or she's still making an impact that you don't know how she's doing it, but it's working for her. I mean, it's not for nothing that we are now even discussing her, because she's coming to Ghana. It's because of the impact that she has made already on the internet, especially. People insult her, people say all sorts of things about her, but still she's having an influence. So I think as a society we should really question what we are interested in and how we discuss certain issues, because regardless of us not liking somebody like that or somebody having an impact in the society, this girl is still thriving. So in this case, the guy is for both genders, so people should allow me for that. Yes, and he's still making impact. So I'll be interested in what she's coming here to do and how people react to her. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Nana Rega, let me listen to you. What do you also make of her coming or she coming?
It is interesting to know that Bobrisky is coming to Ghana. And like you said, I mean, she can come to Ghana anytime and for any reason. But to state that maybe she is coming for media tour, just as Shatta put it out there, that would raise the question of what exactly is she coming to promote, or is she coming to run media tours for? Because
she's a brand influencer.
The brand influencer.
She can come to Ghana and show how to be a brand influencer.
Yeah, brand influencer, like as in general.
Yes, she's a brand influencer. Yes,
and there are some products under her. Yeah, so she will introduce that product to people as well.
Well,
that's what I'm.
If you are going to talk about the products, fine. If you even want to organize master class or anything and talk about people, talk to people about brand influencing and other things like that, it is still allowed. But I want to know what exactly maybe he will be going to Peace FM or Joy FM or will be coming to Sammy Flex TV. I said here, forgive me, she. What she will be coming to Sammy Flex to be talking about exactly. I think that is what everybody wants to know. I am happy she is coming in to Ghana because I know there's a lot of buzz around her. You know, she has a lot of followers. Yeah, for obvious reasons, people are following her and already, like every day they are engaging her on her pages and all of that. So I want her to come so that we will see what she is going to do in Ghana or talk about in Ghana. At least, like I said, there are some people that we are also trying to interview here, give them certain platforms over here. Maybe they can also connect and there will be certain businesses they can share or do together. It's all allowed.
I see. Afia Schwarzenegger has been talking about Tornado connecting to Bobrisky, and I don't know if this will be the right opportunity for him to do so, or whether Afia has also.
In Afia's context, there it will be a problem because in our country here, there's like it's
to be a problem. How? I don't get it.
I mean, what Afia is saying, you all know the tag that Afia has given to Tornado. He said he is gay, and gay is not.
It's
like,
illegal.
It's illegal in Ghana.
But when they meet, it doesn't mean they are going to practice gay.
That is the only reason why Afia will say Tornado should connect. That is the only reason.
No, what I mean, they can meet without practicing gayism.
But I'm also trying to draw your attention to the motive.
Yes.
Motive why Afia will say Tornado should link up or connect with Bobrisky, and that will give their meeting a lot of meaning on unnecessary controversies.
Okay. So while still on some things that are likely to sound controversial, I want us to continue with something we started yesterday. So yesterday we looked at Paul Adom versus KKD, and we looked at how KKD had started a very beautiful agenda of pointing out some rots in government, and the fact that he mentioned Paul Adom on Captain Smart's show on Onya FM, Onya TV combined. And interestingly, when he also went for his show doing the screen touch analysis, he also replied KKD in a way. We have the video. Credit to Metro TV for this. We're going to look at the video and I'll ask my people that now, are we seeing a clear political discussion turning personal or turning unnecessary banter now in the media space? The first video, yesterday we showed it. No need for us to go back to it. That KKD spoke about, like on point, straight to the facts. Everybody was happy the way he spoke. Because yes, there are some things around that area that people are not too cool about it because of its controversial nature, especially with the conflict of interest bedding within there. Now, we thought that this is going to be discussed in a more positive manner. But when KKD went back on Captain Smart's show and talked about meeting Paul Adom with a supposed girlfriend, and Paul also coming back and throwing some salvos, we're asking, are we throwing away a pure political, social, governmental topic to become more personalized as we are observing now? Because we are observers. Now we are worried. Observers are worried. Let's go watch this video. When I come back, I'm going to get a views of my people on this.
I mean, this one is. I mean, this one is not good. Kwesi, I beg you. Yes, I'm your junior brother, you're my senior brother. I want to assure you that not just me, all the people of my generation, we love you. We have not forgotten, so calm down. You are still an icon. You are still the finest. Calm down. Show us, teach us to respect women. That's very, very, very important. Teach us to respect women. Those who are close to him still, please remind him that he's an icon. People follow what he does. He should learn and teach us, those coming after him, to respect women. Don't come and talk about women in a derogatory manner and then be on the buyer and be as if she's some rag and be or tata or Ginny Sika. I was so devastated. Is that KKD? Anyway, much ado, I finished. Let's go to the other one. Who? Smart. Oh, Mr. Smart, what do I have to say about him? Do you know one thing I can say? He's my man. And I used to talk about how he wears black spectacles in the morning. I think he stopped. I think he watches our program and he sees that we are doing paperwork and book and all of that. The other day he tried to do it. Do you know what happened to him? So he said he said he read a book and quoted a page and said Kwame Nkrumah had said that they had predicted that Russia will attack Ukraine. I put my head like this. I said, oh Jesus. And then social media went after him. The guy didn't even understand the geopolitics because he won't open a book and read it. He won't. Geopolitics of the world will tell you that by the time Nkrumah died in 1972, Russia and Ukraine were one country. He said it on his program. Yeah, Nkrumah say Russia, but Nkrumah predict. I say, oh Jesus, what is this man talking about? Then my phone started ringing, and when I pick it, everyone was laughing. Say, hey, are you watching your man? You know what he said? I said, oh God, Nkrumah predict. That's what Smart said on TV. I think he's trying to get into the book thing, and we are delighted that journalists must get into the book thing. I hope that over the next 5 years, most of our current affairs program will have this touchscreen analysis, researching, putting out constitutional articles, putting out data, and challenging the status quo. That's what we have set out to do over the last 4 years, to challenge the status quo using book knowledge. And I'll tell you a story about what Kweku has found for me. He's found the British parliamentary debate in the late 1956 of Ghana's independence. We were working on it. We'll show you. That's the kind of work that excites me. And I'm going to give that guy something. You know, the guy knows how to get me. He knows that history is my weakness. So he sent me that. He said, boss, I've sent you something. I said, what is it? You look at your phone. And he know that to me it was going to be orgasmic to see the debate of the British Parliament about Ghana's independence in November 1956. And MPs were talking about Ghana and why the independence should go this way and that way. And eventually, at the close of the debate, the bill was granted, voted for by the British Parliament to give the Gold Coast independence under the name of Ghana. Fantastic. Who deal with it? We'll show it to you. But I think that's what Mr. Smart was trying to do. And then he said something completely, what he said is just suicidal to geopolitics. He doesn't understand geopolitics. Nobody was born understanding geopolitics. We all took a book and read it. Take a book, open it and read it. Because you have a responsibility to teach the public and educate the public. Media is education, entertainment, and information. Kwesi Cheidakwa knows that. He's a broadcast legend. He should tell Captain Smart that it's not to teach them how to insult. They say, Paul Adomoshe is my senior, but he's a fool. I don't mind if you say I'm a fool. I don't care. You see, it doesn't bother me. Whether I'm a fool or whether I'm smart, people will judge it. So I put a whole thesis out, and all you say is that Paul Adomoshe is a fool. He's a fool, it's fine. Paul Adomoshe is a stomach journalist. That's okay. Paul Adomoshe it's okay. We will continue to put out the work for the young people to see that this is the way to go. Whether I agree with you or you disagree with me, let us do it intellectually. I do not always agree with some other journalists, but the debate is intellectual because we are building a nation. That's what we are doing. We are not insulting each other. We are building a nation. So you think there's conflict of interest, you research it. I think there's a conflict of interest matter. You should see my text exchange with the guy from SAS. I don't know him. He just sent me text, and for the next 30 minutes, we had a solid intellectual debate on the phone. He texted, I texted, he said, no, you were wrong. I said, no, I wasn't wrong. He said, no, but that's defamation. I said, that's not the definition of defamation. He says, tell me the definition of defamation. I gave him, he said, no, you've left something out of the definition. I've just checked Webster's dictionary. This also, I don't know him. And he's a young man, and we are having the intellectual debate on the phone. We are disagreeing, but we are having a debate. Not Mr. Smart who can say Paul Adomoshe is a fool. Okay, and then what next? He's a fool. What next? That's all. That's all you have to say. I mean, but he's my man, so no problem. Mr. Smart, if you can do anything for me, bring back the black spectacles that you wear early in the morning at 6 o'clock. He's on TV, he's wearing shades. I don't know whether he wants to be homogeneous or.
All right, so a continuation of yesterday's show. Those who watched it will surely appreciate how far we are going with this. So once again, thank you for following. So Nana Reagan was here, but the team Dodo Solomon was not here, and Barrister was also not here. So let me start with them, so I can come to Nana Reagan later. Yeah, Chamo, are we now losing focus with what we have to talk about?
Not really.
Okay.
This is the strategy for politicians or of politicians. That's how they do their things. And Paul Adomoshe at this time, we can clearly say that he's a politician. He's not a journalist. In fact, the journalist at this point, I think, is his second career because he's a board member of a Ghana Airport Company and he was appointed by politicians. And so he's clearly a politician in that sense, and he's defending his political party with the platform that he has. And his strategy has always been this. In fact, he can talk about being intellectual, but he's intellectually dishonest in all his arguments, especially this one. You know, this is not the first time he's diverting attention to the real issues.
Yeah.
If you don't take it, you think that no, it's rather the opponent who is bringing it up. No, he always bring it up. Before KKD response, he had insulted KKD already on his touch screen analysis, saying that any fool can advise.
That was when KKD
did the first one.
Okay.
Instead of tackling the issue straight,
He raised.
he went ahead to say that any fool can advise or any fool can speak truth to poor, but only wise people can speak truth to power.
Is it only
Any fool can.
So he also mentioned fool.
Fool can speak truth to power. Can speak truth.
Because he was not happy Captain Smart used fool.
Fool.
But he also said any fool.
Yes, any fool can speak truth to the poor. But only wise can speak truth to power. He didn't mention any name. But we all knew or we all know the analysis that he was doing to mention that thing. Where it is coming from. And his intellectual dishonesty is how he defended even the whole data bank thing. He was saying that because data bank was involved in the same job during Mohammed's era, so it's not conflict of interest in that same person being the owner and appointing himself. How can you, an intellectual guy as you claim, do such an argument? It will fall flat in any honest discussion that you want to have. Because you can't say that I was part of it before I became the head of it, so if I'm still there, there's nothing wrong.
Okay.
No, because in the current situation, we will still appoint somebody. If there were no appointment, then what you are saying will hold. But after Mahama, there's a new government, new decision. And this time around, you were involved in that one. But this time around, you are the same person taking that decision. And you are saying there's no conflict of interest here. You can only say that when you are dishonest about the whole thing. So for Adom, I think he is doing political work. In fact, I would say without any fear that he's a politician first and a journalist second. And this
now politics has taken over
the
journalism.
Obviously,
we know him for.
He's been getting appointment from the administration. So how can he say? So what he's doing, he's just defending his party. And then the way that they are making it personal, and even for him, trying to say that he is more interested in intellectual debate, but still went ahead to also give a punch. Should clearly tell you that he is dishonest person.
Watch the action.
Yes, know what they say. He's dishonest, and I think it will not help anybody. Just that he will not stop because that's where his yes. So he will not stop. But people should not be discouraged of also saying their mind. Let him do what he is doing, but
allow and permit
others to also say their mind. But his strategy is like this. In fact, all the time when something like this comes, after his screen touch analysis, it will turn personal. This is not the first time. And even with his own colleague journalists, if I put him in that category, he did the same thing with Manasseh. And that one too, it turned personal. And so ask yourself whether he is also not part of people turning things personal as he is claiming say a binomo personal against him. Also the same way. So we should understand that he is part of the game. He shouldn't take himself out. Me, I will not encourage people to go personal the way they do. But I think Paul and start and do the best just to take your mind off the main issue. They say, you know, if we can all see, say, they are no more talking about the conflict of interest in this case.
We are not talking
about the personal and who is reading and who is not reading.
Yeah, but the real issue.
The real issue, yes. And this is not the first time I happen. Involved.
I see. So more or less, we are also easily swayed.
Oh, of course. Because when it happens like this, then the main political workers will also step in and then go that direction. Not Omayira asem na ankasa. Or no ye ni say it's like he's giving clues for where the politicians to go. And you ye ni say we are na MPP for no asomu ko omo direction, na NDC for asomu ko omo direction. By me, I will say that Paul Adom is a politician first and a journalist second. And this is a start. That touch screen analysis and intellectual debate, he is not doing intellectual debate. If he is doing intellectual debate, and he will ignore the KKD comments and still insist or push the point now or can. Instead of also finding a way to even incite women against KKD. Because KKD was specific about a woman that you took to his show. So if first of all, if it is not true, just say it is not true. But to go ahead and say that you are disrespecting, no, he is not disrespecting any woman. He is telling you that you are dishonest to bring your side chick to a show to show public display of affection. That's what KKD was trying to say. In fact, he was not even saying that you are a womanizer, you are no. He is saying that you have a wife. And if, in fact, KKD is rather advising you that if you respect your wife, don't take your side chick to a public occasion and let her do those things. In fact, KKD is rather telling you to respect women, not the other way around. So he should stop inciting. That's his strategy. He's just inciting. So people who are interested in women case now will jump on KKD because KKD too, he has issues.
Of course.
And you know, or try say or by bringing it up, then they will pounce on him. And this is not good for anybody. And I think he should tone down that if he wants to go intellectual way. I would advise that that's the way to go. But he shouldn't use that intellectual thing and still come around and be trying to deceive her. It's not good for anybody.
All right, let me listen to you, Barrister. How have you also been following this, and what do you say?
Good Evening Ghana has been one of the best shows that when, as a student that was learning government, I paid attention to at the time. But over the years, the program has metamorphosized into something else that I can't even describe until I chanced on the appointment of Paul Adom as the board chairman for
Ghana Airport Company.
And then I realized that, okay, so he's now in to do political business. And he has been reckless since he got that opportunity to be part of the government, the ruling government. Over the period, let's say 4 years now, his posture, his demeanor, and his so-called intellectual argument or debate has always been something to glorify himself as the best journalist, as one who is learned. But when you are somebody who is also learned and watching from afar, you realize that yes, indeed, he is always engaging in intellectual dishonesty, as Chamo said. Is watching the previous video where KKD was actually questioning the finance minister and the data bank thing, and he was saying that there is conflict of interest, which means the minister in charge would have to go with his bank when there is loan. So obviously, more loan, more interest for the bank. Obviously, anybody could question that, and one would have asked some of these questions, but we forgot to ask these questions, and he is also asking similar questions because he said, I'm referring to KKD, he said he read, he did not know, he read and found out that this is the case, and he's a Ghanaian like any other person, and he was questioning
so
that
he was surely disappointed.
So as a senior and seasoned journalist as he is, he would have called KKD or engage him in that debate that he has been doing on your show and prove him wrong or prove him right. So to engage in this personal attack just for political mischief and to sway away from the topic conflict of interest is a topic. So obviously he's engaging in this kind of tactics where people would leave the conflict of interest and focus on the personalities involved, and which is wrong for me. Paul is becoming too knowing. Acquisition of knowledge doesn't make you wise. Anybody at all can acquire knowledge, but application of that knowledge is what would deem you as somebody who is wise. You can take any book and read. Informations are there online, they are there in books you can read. But if you don't apply it wisely, you will still be a fool as anybody knows you. So for me, yes, he's one of the people who we respect so much in the journalism space, but he's becoming too arrogant. I should use the word correctly. He's becoming too arrogant, too politically inclined, and he's doing the biddings of the ruling government. And I remember when he had an issue with Akwaboah, and Akwaboah, it was the same issue. He was not responding to the issue on the table. He was rather going personal, and Akwaboah at the point had to tell him that Paul Adom, once upon a time said he was employed by Data Bank, when in actual fact he is part of the founders of the bank before he took off. So this has been his tactics. I think he should probably sit, if he wants to do the politics of the thing, leave this. And Brass, I mean, to add or to end, I don't know who produces the Good Evening Ghana lately. And when you watch the videos that we watch, you realize that it's more or less like a chit chat. I don't know who was asking him questions about Captain Smart and his demeanor.
I want to believe it was his producer reminding him on
but
what he wanted to talk about.
Yes, and if you have a producer who knows what.
No, it wasn't the producer. He has other guys who read comments for him, so sometimes they draw his attention to some topics that he has to touch on.
They are part of his production.
They are part of the production. So the production, this Good Evening Ghana hasn't been like this. It was one show that was, well structured, topic based, current affair, and when he's questioning you, you can't even run away from his questions. But these days, it's more or less like self-glory, and I think he should. But if you want to do the politics and then stand for MP one day, he should leave the studio and focus on that. If not, he will be engaging in this personal attack.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to it. Nana, you were here yesterday, and
yes.
In fact, someone predicted that, was it Koskuli? Koskuli said he will surely respond to.
Yesterday when we were discussing, the flyers were already out.
So now the response so far.
Personally, I told you yesterday that I'm disappointed in KKD or going on Captain Smart show in the first place, because going on Captain Smart show clearly tells or give you that understanding of what agenda they are going to put out. You understand? So personally, looking at him on GTV with such the issues he raised on GTV, bank, and then you go on Captain Smart show to even be, go about talking about somebody who brought his girl. First of all, you don't even know whether the person is the girlfriend or concubine or whatever. But paint a picture, make it look like, the girl be about the show, and then all those things. Those things he said about the lady was very disrespectful. First of all, you have not confirmed a girlfriend.
But that one, he himself corrected that.
No, he on the Good Evening, I've watched the Good Evening show this morning. He said that you don't know, he questioned KKD's allegations that you don't, first of all, you don't know the woman.
That's what I'm
saying.
So
you don't, but KKD said it.
That's what I'm saying. KKD himself said it on the same platform that he is not too sure if the lady.
But the way he was putting the message, that is the understanding everybody get. Even Chemo when he was wait. What Chemo said here right now.
No, wait. There is a video to what KKD said.
But what I'm also saying is the understanding people will get out there. Chemo
you're not getting what you're not saying. What you are saying is wrong. You are saying if someone decides to understand like that, then it is their own beef. But he explained that. What I'm saying is that I saw a lady that might be or not.
What I'm saying, Chemo sitting here right now, he said or then now corner or maka. That is what Jamo said.
No, I was
you did not.
No,
I was making that narration. He did not make it look like it is whether girlfriend or no girlfriend. I was listening to you.
Oh yeah, any my main can said them can on the I said sir, or responded to what's it what they umpna kon. Because we want to show the camera say.
So it's the same thing. No. So why didn't you use what KKD said? He has not
because I'm responding
whether you're your girlfriend or not your girlfriend.
Because I'm responding to Paul Adom.
So
yes, because I'm responding to Paul Adom saying that KKD is disrespecting women.
Okay, fine. You let me take
and you take it like that.
It is my turn. But I am saying that is the understanding a lot of people will get. If you read social media commentaries on these things, nobody is talking about somebody confirming the girlfriend. They are saying KKD has a obidu the girl crab or show na selling it out. And for him to reduce himself to also talk about that is bad. And that is disrespect because they were not putting the issue. It's like or didn't who chichu or ba didn't who chichu be my or ba sebi on pep or brabia bob abepe sikefu. Of course. So you cannot this if he says in fact say if Paul Adom Okyere is using that to sway people, it is you, KKD, that has given him that opportunity to do that. Because you brought it up. And any smart person in such a banter will use that thing against you.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what Paul did. I don't have issues with what KKD is doing or how Paul is doing his journalism or style. My issue is what I mentioned yesterday, that anytime there's some interested issues like this, then you see the person who is fronting it get so emotional. Instead of focusing on the issue, he will sway and get emotional first, and then you will start the personal attacks. And that is what KKD did. Indra Paul Paul show now. It's very unfortunate maybe you didn't watch Paul show or say he only came to analyze what's the man and some of the things he that who can categorically or Philistine no correct. And to who you be who say no, you have a good issue or raising our person young cancer. You should also watch Paul's issue. The one address that on the same topic. So if you do that, it will give Paul no room for any swaying of anybody. And the next time about the touch screen, so he will also come and respond to Nyamana was saying no creno. Then it will be going back and forth. Like at the end of the day, we will know those who are reading. We will know that this person is lying or this person is not putting facts out. But if you swear and you go and attack somebody, inviting somebody or somebody calling you to attend your show and bringing another woman, you are disrespecting woman and you say she is what is the standard. No. In fact, first of all, anybody that will even think that Paul will not come like this to you, for you to know, say Paul, you are appointing us airport board chairman of Ghana Airport. Yeah. For you to even know this knowledge, have this knowledge, and still think that he will even sit there and not come in star now or you yourself, you are being dishonest to yourself.
But he doesn't portray.
You are being dishonest to. Don't expect him to be. That's the point. Don't expect Paul to come and tell you, I am doing the bidding for government. Don't expect it. So you do focus on what you think it is the issues. Punctual all the facts that you have. Put it down, put it out, let people know. Me, you know me, my issue with people who go and attack Paul's style of 80% of them, they don't put any details out. 80%. If you say we are lying, they should go on all the post issues now and see the counter way. It is either they are attacking his personality, saying they don't like Paul, or what he's saying is lies. It is lies, but you are not also putting the truth out.
They are not handling the
what are you talking about? If you think only Panabaya touch screen analysis or 1954, say. So if you know that 1954, come and put it out. Don't just go and say, oh, Paul, they are buying bedding and then they are canning in eye. Then you just put it there. You are also contributing to the swaying. So if you really want to be serious and tackle some of this, baby, this thing, every politician will do it. That is the understanding everybody should get. And if the issues come up like this, if you have proper fact, if you have the truth, don't be looking at what lie somebody is saying. put the truth out and push that agenda.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Nana Reagan there, still on the Paul Adom and KKD saga. This is maybe where we end it until something comes up again. And I want to believe that should KKD get any opportunity,
it will go on. It will go on.
He will throw on another salvo. And Paul Adom
Maybe
will also come.
it is not going to end.
Paul Adom will also come and continue with his tax screen analysis. Meanwhile, we are also waiting for Captain Smart. Or Captain on fire.
Of Captain Anopa with that. Video be out.
Well, I'm also expecting him to fire back same way.
I'm even surprised he did not fire this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That we are all waiting for the fire from any of them. But Chemo says something, and I want us to also focus there. We shouldn't lose focus on the main issue. And I want to agree, like 100%. The main issue is that some people are taking us for granted. Some people are fooling us. Some people are making us look like we are not wise. So they are using their brains to steal from us, and they'll come and cry with us. They'll come here and cry with us. They pass back and they steal from us. That is the focus, and that one nobody should lose it, and that's what I like about Kevin Taylor. Stay focused. Stay focused.
Forget about what they're saying. Stay focused.
Stay focused, and I'm sure that is what this whole thing is all about. If someone's strategy is to sway us, if someone give another opportunity for someone to sway us, no, let's stay focused. Be focused.
And Brass, I mean, I think it's high time we look at these things. If a government appoints a certain person in a certain position, that person automatically should resign. Paul should by now not be working with Metro TV as a host. Obviously, that's another conflict of interest.
Yeah, but it's a private company, so
that's what I'm saying. And he will not be there just to project any other person.
Yeah.
Sefaka himself too is also an appointee of the current government, and you will not also expect him to
say anything bad about it.
So
it's either they defend or they keep quiet. And
all right, so I'm also available for an appointment. Please appoint me somewhere.
As a creative.
Yeah, let me also do tax screen. I also do tax screen to support the agenda. But who knows? I might cross over to the other side.
You see, when Okyere Mante was appointed as deputy creative artist, he's no more on Hit FM shows and stuff like that.
But that one is a personal.
He's already buried.
So for the records, that conflict of interest there is still there.
Yes.
Paul couldn't give any debate that because that guy still Data Bank belongs to him, and now he as a finance minister has appointed Data Bank to be his advisor. So justifying it with Data Bank was there even when Mahama was there is not good enough.
Yeah.
It's a weak response from Paul.
Okay, so on Artist Vibe Africa, a program hosted by Kobiche, there is something interesting that Akwaboah has said, and I want to call him Akwaboah Jr. has said about Akwaboah Senior that I want us to look at. You know, Akwaboah Senior is a prolific writer, high life artist, a performer, and a composer as well. And the Junior, who is our generation Akwaboah, has said something revealing, something that I want to see. Okay, so what would be the good and bad in what he's doing? Because today's kind of music obviously has a different appeal. And the time that Akwaboah Senior was also doing his thing, they also had their own appeal. But Akwaboah Junior is telling us that before he puts out any song, the senior will listen and tell him that before the song comes out. I know there will be good, I know there will be bad in there. Let's watch this. When we come back, I'll get the opinion of my people on this.
Like I said, because he knows so much. Daddy knows so much.
I know.
He knows so much. He's very musical. Like I said, because he knows so much. Daddy knows so much.
I know.
He knows so much. He's very musically very inclined. Or not assume maybe I'm because one man is too much. So this is the new one that I'm bringing out. What do you think about it? First, you listen to the vocals. He then goes to the instrumentation and then to the mix. Okay, Kwabena Williams or voice nation video. Mom Pias Takra. And I called you as I'm carrying one, but because you're 3 daily. What is on the far one is as and strings with that part with that, and I'm telling you the things that he talks about are really things. When you do it, you can tell, okay, this man is too much.
And you think that if we've even gotten more closer to him, I mean, he'll be one of the pillars that will even come on radio to even talk about music.
All right, so that was Kobe Chase at his Vibe Africa, and I'm going straight to Young Barrister to ask him what he thinks about this move by Akwaboah to allow the father, who happens to be senior musician, to be directing his music now. What are the good, what are the bad? Yes. Barrister.
Yes, he should thank his stars to have such a character in his life as a father, who is now playing a role as a technical advisor, if I should put it that way. So this is somebody who...
Something Stonebwoy also said his wife has been doing that to help him. Yeah.
This is someone who knows the in and out of music. He's a musician himself. He is also an instrumentalist. He plays the organ. People who play organs are more musically inclined, so they know which I don't know, which tone is right and which one is high, which one is low. So yes, it's a good thing for him. So it means before his songs will even come out, then the music is well refined, it's well things that he doing without the father that can come out and you see some chaff in it. The father is trying to remove those chaffs, and it's rather unfortunate that the dad cannot see. But people who don't see are very, very brilliant. People who are blind, especially those who do music. So for me, he's so lucky, and it's a plus for him to have the father around. If anytime at all, if the father is not there, he would have those educations around him that this is what my father taught me. So he is lucky. It's lucky for me.
So you see all positives?
Yes, I don't see anything negative there, because the dad understands music. He has been there before, and when you listen to the songs that they did together, you can give them the props that they needed. So for me, there is no negative thing, unless we will say that okay, he should employ somebody else to be taking that side. But for now, that is the best. If he can get another person to learn from the father, so that in case the father is not there, the person can fit in that direction. Or if he can study everything from the father, so that going forward it will guide him as a musician. Perfect. So he's just lucky to have the father around.
Okay, thank you. Chemo, how about you? Any good and bad in that approach?
Yeah, I think it's positive. I mean, if you are in any kind of business at all and you are open to listen to people's advice, it's good for you. I mean, as individuals, you are not a repository of knowledge. No matter what, somebody will know something that you don't know. So you just have to be, you just have to open your mind for such things. And for him, he's lucky to get his own father, who was also a prolific writer and a musician, to advise him. So it's good for him. And people should take something from it, even not only going to prolific writers or successful musicians. Anybody at all that you think they are knowledgeable in whatever you are doing, it's always good to take advice from such people, just to add up to what you have already, and then you will be better than you were before talking to such people. So I think it's all positive. I mean, or what can go wrong with things like this? It's an advice. You can decide not to take it, but you always get something in there that can help you. And Akwaboah is confessing to that in his case, it's helping him, because after going through that, sometimes he clearly sees the difference between what he did before going to see his father. So this is positive, and I think we should all take something from it. I mean, in our jobs, not even in only music, even in other areas, it will help us.
But I have this concern that we are living in a new world where things that are really able to catch up with us are the things we are doing now.
Yeah.
So
sure.
the father is not part of the new world like that.
Yeah.
He is from the older generation.
Yes.
If such a person is directing your songs, are your songs not likely to be sounding like then days more than now?
I think it's a genuine question, but no, because there are certain things they are basic in the music space. So when you technically aware of them, you will know how to even use them better, even in the modern times. Because we say there's nothing new under the sun, but new things keep on coming. It's how you rearrange them to give you something new. But basically, it's the same thing. So Akwaboah coming, the advice that Akwaboah is getting, if he says it's reflecting in his music, then it's a good advice, because Akwaboah is giving us good songs.
Because I'm just here thinking about, okay, Akwaboah presents posting me on TikTok, which this man doesn't know posting me on TikTok.
Yes,
how would he blend?
Yes,
so that you are still able to stay on track?
So the man's advice will be on the technical part, as in the sound, how the thing is sounding. Put this one first before more that one. Yes, area. More in that area, not socially how you should construct your words to convince the current generation. No, that will be the Akwaboah's job. But for the technical side, the sound and how to arrange them, I think the man is in a position to direct him on that. Yeah.
Okay, I think this one satisfies me. Nana, yes, what do you also see? Any good, any bad in what Akwaboah is saying in this video?
Well, for me, I see positivity. I see more positives in it. I don't really see anything negative, because if you have such an experienced musician in your camp, whether he is your father or not your father, I mean, it's a plus to you, the musician. Technically, he will be like a coach to you, and will be guiding you on how to, arrange your songs, do your productions. And one thing that it's really affecting Ghana about our music traveling is its sound and how we go about our productions. So if you have somebody like that, and with his experience and knowledge in music, he can guide you. Yeah, he can guide you and give you all the tips to always get it right. Then it's a good thing. It is not as if we are in 2022 and yes, Akwaboah senior's time has passed, just as some people will put it. So maybe directing Akwaboah would make him produce songs that will sound like maybe his Akwaboah senior's prime time and all of that. But the thing is, today episode have a hit song, Atia, and Atia is basically an amponsan kind of music, and it is not today. So what it means is that yes, if you take something from the olden days and you do it right now, and you add your own new trends and other things to it, it will still work. It doesn't matter whether the direction is coming from somebody who is old or has been in the industry for a very long time and all of that. I think that it's very, very good. I pray that they will have a very long, music journey where the father will be there to be guiding and be helping him produce the good songs and the evergreen songs, and not just the disposable kind of songs. And I want to believe that is what the father will focus on now. Because people like that, normally they are careful with the kind of songs you put out today, because you put the song out today, you'll be trending on TikTok, but in 5-10 years it will become nobody will really remember
like
so I think the father will be more concerned about such things and will guide him to produce songs that even if, let's say, the next 5-10 years Akwaboah Senior is no more, Akwaboah Junior will still be enjoying from what he guided him to produce, and it's positive.
All right, so it feels good that everybody sees positivity in what we just discussed. Akwaboah Junior might be the only fortunate artist to have his father who is still directing him on what he should put out, and he's winning. As a matter of fact, so far there hasn't been any bad song from Akwaboah yet.
You can also say same for Jackie.
Jackie has not said the father does that.
Yeah, but you may not. You
Yeah.
can't rule that out.
No, with Jackie, I want to believe it is not happening like that because Jackie has like a team which might even seem far away from the father.
But home training,
there will be some
there's the
consultation
home training,
and other
yes.
things.
Home training like long time ago, but not now. But now a certain team, they are handling her music side. The father might not come there at all because when you come there, you might come and put together some things that will conflict how we want to do. And well,
until them, let's just
and because she has not said it in any interview before. She's not said. Only we know the father agrees she's doing music and supports her. But as in, write this, write that, write this. Never papa go better kuti and mama.
But what my hint is on in the baby.
Let's say no.
Let's wait for that.
It is fair.
When they do something together.
The other one there, you are not too sure. Okay. Now permit me to go on to Barrister straight with the next one because this particular one is about him. It's about him and his people. And the guy who wrote it to, I know him to be a part of him, but I don't know why it is like that now. And before I introduce the topic, let me also take advantage to announce that our September to Remember in Dubai tour is still in the offing. Registration is ongoing, and I'm receiving so much calls from people who watch our channel. If you have also told someone that Sammy Flex TV, or better still, Sammy Flex himself is organizing a tour to Dubai, a 7-day tour to Dubai, and you want to be part of it, God bless you. If you want to sponsor someone, God bless you as well. And you can also still call. We are registering until 15th September. That is when we will close our deadline, or that's when we reach our deadline. So you can still call. Let's go and learn. Let's go and see things for ourselves. They say seeing is believing, and traveling, travel and see. So let's go to Dubai from 28th September to 4th October. We'll be doing the Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantis Water Park, Dubai City Tour, the Yacht Party, and the party in the club as well. You want to have your own room to yourself? It is 13,500 Ghana cedis. If you want to share an apartment, it's 12,000. Call us. And anytime, feel free and let's have a vibe. I've already received some calls from some good people, so it feels good that you guys are following it. Let's do it. So a gentleman put out something, and I'm happy that Nana Regan is here, and Barrister is also here because Nana Regan has been receiving some of these tags online very well. Richie Brink, the guy's post about Beam fans. His name is David Bedi, and I want to believe you know him. I'm so happy you know him. He says clearly, Beam natives make wallet trends than Stonebwoy. Most of them who couldn't post anything or put emphasis on Stonebwoy's interview on Hits FM yesterday are busily posting about Wallace's Nigeria tour. You might think you are teasing him and his fans, but the fact is, the more you tease, it benefits him. So learn. And maybe I can go over again where David Bedi says, clearly Beam natives, and here he's talking about fans of Stonebwoy, make wallet trends than Stonebwoy himself. Because he thinks most of them who couldn't post anything or put emphasis on Stonebwoy's interview on Hits FM yesterday are busily posting about Wallace's Nigerian tour. You might think you are teasing him and his fans, but the fact is that the more you tease him, the more it benefits him. And he says, learn. If I'm being very honest and very straight to the point, this is not my first time seeing such a post, such a comment coming from some of the people who control narratives online. I see most people put such a comment out. And because he is their leader, he is their boss, let's give him the chance to put out an opinion, whether he agrees with him or you think he's not saying something.
Yeah.
Barrister, how do you respond to this?
Before I respond, our fight on this is on. It's on. It will be coming
very
on.
well. Very well.
And yes,
we are talking about Beam natives, so
yes, October.
To be fair,
yes, all natives should expect the white on jeans,
okay.
And we are still begging
for support.
Yeah, for sponsorship.
Okay.
And
Professor Ankuna,
yeah, Professor said he will be doing something.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Prof, you do it.
Yeah.
When is the date?
Yeah, the date we are still.
Set the date.
date.
Prof is
but we
no
need a sponsorship as early as possible so that we can
But you don't
know
have
how
a
to
date.
put
Set
it.
your date.
Set your
Prof
date.
will do it. That one I can assure you, you do it. Set your date right.
Even other, I think, audience, even apart from Prof,
yeah, there are other
people who meet.
Yes. So, like I'm saying, it's in October.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the date will come soon, but we need a sponsorship so that we can know
what
the
to do and what not
yes,
to do.
Yes.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, and then the
Shaman to the world.
Shaman to the world is
3rd
on
September. Now we
3rd,
have
yes,
the date.
Saturday. And on that note, I'll be organizing bars for natives that will be moving from Accra and its environs to Ashama. I've been doing that.
Give us the details of how would it be doing that?
Yeah, so what you do is that you just follow me online and then I give you the details. It's just 30 cities in and out.
Okay.
The meeting point is at Accra Mall. And after the show, we take you to Circle where you can
get
your car.
Okay. So
it's,
on the day,
safer.
On the day, there will be a bus at the Accra Mall.
Yes.
Which will convey the people to Saka Park in Ashama.
Yes.
Then after the event, you don't struggle.
Yes.
You just go back, sit in the same car, and they bring you back to Circle.
Yes.
Then wherever you want. No, I know that place. If you go there without a car, it is not
even without a car. When you go as a team, you are more secure than when you go individually.
Yeah.
So I will encourage them to do so.
This is a good thing.
I've been doing that since
Ashama to the Oyster.
Yes.
Oh, that's powerful.
So
that's powerful.
Just encouraging them.
All right.
So back to the main topic. I know David as a former Beam native because he declared his stance that there is no more any artist fan. So obviously.
So he's a former Beam native.
Yeah, a former or maybe a different.
Do you have an idea why he is a former now?
That should be his personal decision.
But as the president, I'm sure you could.
No, we don't know. It's a fan base. We don't control people's passions and
but were there any
question
reasons
their loyalties and stuff like that.
Were there any reasons from him?
No.
Oh, okay.
He posted and said that he will now focus on underground artists and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's a social media thing, so anybody can post anything that he or she likes and call for numbers and likes and stuff like that. So I'm not worried about anybody. Beam Nation is a big thing. 1 leaves, 100 counts.
Yeah.
So for his post and the target he wanted to, I just want to say that he shouldn't be a hypocrite. This is a platform we are all, sometimes you have Beam natives talking about Shatter fans, you have Shatter fans also talking about Stonebwoy or Beam natives or any other. That is what we have been doing. You will see Wale fans, Stone goes for interview. Recently, Stone posted his trends on Twitter that he was trending and he posted it on his Snapchat. You had all the SM fans saying that he was celebrating his trends on Snapchat and stuff like that. Were they also not promoting? Are they not promoting Stone? It's a 50-50 thing. It's something we have been doing. We always tease Wale. Wale fans always tease Stonebwoy.
Okay. So let's pay attention to his the crust of the post. He's not saying you guys don't post or you don't tease Wale. What he's saying is that
we promote
when Stonebwoy does something, instead of being fans to put in energy in promoting what he does, they will not do that. They would rather fancy going to tease Shatta Wale than posting to promote Stonebwoy. And he gave us a clear emphasis on this. Stonebwoy had a brilliant interview. In fact, I listened to the whole interview I did not listen live, but later I spent time whilst we were coming to Accra from Takoradi. I spent time listening to from the beginning of the interview. Very beautiful interview. But the things that they are not pushing the positive narratives in that interview.
I personally watched the interview yesterday because I was out of town. I came from Volta region yesterday. So I watched the interview and I even posted it this morning. And in that case, so if you don't see me posting, there should be a reason.
But it is not you alone.
Yeah, because I follow him, he follows me. We watch it, like or comment on each other's posts that way. But the question is, if I'm using a word, sometimes he said he's not a native, sometimes he comes to defend, and that's why I'm saying that he shouldn't be a hypocrite. Not for the numbers, you understand? If you want to do something, you may be having a genuine concerned. Like, okay, fine. Per the numbers of Beam natives that I'm following, they are not Stonebwoy's interview. They are not posting as I expected them to do. That would be your genuine question. But as sometimes, no, come on, let's leave let's leave that
hypocrisy.
Of the whole thing.
But is he the first person or the only person you've seen put such a thing? Because me, I've seen it countless times.
I'm not known. I've seen Obi.
Yeah.
Obi, the comedian.
Obi Amposan, yes.
Yes, I saw one of his posts saying that.
Obi Amposan also
while they went
comment
for,
like that.
While he went for an international show and he's trending more than Stonebwoy.
Yeah, he also felt that is comedian Obi. He felt that while he played just one show at the summer stage, but he's seen it is trending more than Stonebwoy, who has been doing huge festivals.
Yes. And I said that what I continuously do may not be a news to somebody. Well, what somebody does for the first time will be news. So that is how the thing is. Yes. We have been doing it. It's not something new to us. You get it? And Stone's interview, obviously, the one that came out will be the response to Tiny, which obviously we handle before he came. And I was here and I said that if I'm Stone, I will not even respond to it because it's going to create it. But you know how he managed to answer questions on that. So for me, what was he expecting us to promote on that interview? We are focusing on Ashama to the world. There is a tall list of what we want to do. What we want to do, let's say today is 24th, we want to do something else. So he should some of them are fans, we appreciate them, but sometimes their way of communicating to the public and making Beam Nation look some way is disgusting to me. You understand? Sometimes when Stone does something that we are trying to defend, people like this come out and they put certain derogatory comments that I don't even want to be mentioned. So for me, David should be his lane. If he's not a native, we know his stance. He should move away from the hypocrisy.
Well, Beam Nation, what do you also think about David's comments? I know you have also been seeing some of these things.
It's normal. I mean, it's normal to see fans tease the opponent's camp and all of that. It's something.
It's normal to see that more than promoting the guy whose name you stand.
It is normal anyhow you look at it. At the end of the day, SM fans will still mention Stonebwoy, and that is a benefit to Stonebwoy too. They say the same thing. In fact, even with this, talking about the Nigerian tour, they will still mention Stonebwoy. Just that maybe if you want to compare the numbers, talking about mentioning Stonebwoy and mentioning Shatta Wale, you get a lot of Shatta Wale because at this point, you get his fans trying to defend the teasing and other things from Stonebwoy fans and all of that. If it is tomorrow Stonebwoy doing something, when Tiny's issue came up, I saw a lot of SM fans talking about it, including Dreamline and all of them. They were all busy talking about it, but there was GOG album to promote. There was something else they could have all engaged themselves on. So that thing it won't stop. Nothing will change it. Once they are fans, they always want to have some bragging right. That is why they will talk about the other artists and they want to talk about this. But I think that the knowledge or good advice in there for me, which he did not present it or put it right, is that the fans should most of the time also try and mention what their artists are doing more than what the opponent is doing and they want to tease. That is the thing he should be saying. It should be an advice. Shouldn't make it look like the fans are not, they don't know what they are about, they are not doing anything, and mentioning Shatta Wale is a plus to Shatta Wale. It's just, you are saying the same thing to Beam natives, but indirectly you are speaking to every fan base. So just put it out that, okay, yes, you can be doing these things. It will never stop. It is just like football. Today, let Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi retire. People will still talk about them. They will mention their names when it happens. People will tease each other and all of that. So just tell them that instead of teasing 60%, maybe promote 60% and do the teasing like 40% or 70-30. Then in that way, you'll be making a lot of sense than just putting this one there. As if SM fans, the way you put it is as if SM fans don't tease Stonebwoy when issues come up, or they don't even mention Stonebwoy cry if Shatta has something to do, which is a lie. It's not true. I mean, if whether Shatta has something to do.
So he's talking about the majority here, as in what majority does what he is talking about, and he thinks Stonebwoy's camp, as in Beam Nation, they are the majority in that particular stance.
Well, I don't know on what basis he is using to measure those numbers. If he has any data, he should just put it out. If you have any records to tell that, okay, based on ABC, they have been observing this, but if you just put it out like this, it might also be built out of an assumption. So I cannot confirm that for him. What I'm saying is that the way he presented his issue is like the other fans are not doing it, and it is just Beam Native fans that are doing it, and that is wrong for me. Just put it out, advise them that instead of maybe doing teasing more, promote more, which is a very good advice. I mean, Stonebwoy has been playing a lot of festival, like you are saying. Yes, maybe you are not seeing the Beam Natives posting videos and other things. Maybe they are expecting even the. My problem with the fan base is always expecting the media to lead them, which is very, very wrong. I think that if they are smart, they can always lead and the media will pick. Yes, they will pick stuff from them, and then at the end of the day, it will be a benefit to their favorite artists. Don't always sit down and be hitting the media. The media don't support Shatta ye we the omanka or be we pen omo beka Stonebwoy ye we ni the omanka Okyere ye we ni the those arguments. No, they should stop. Just lead the agenda. That is why you are there as fan base. So always try and lead. If you see the media not even paying attention to, try and deliberately set agenda for the media to follow. That is why you are there. So when you have that conversation and the media thinks that okay, there's a lot of conversations around Stonebwoy's festival or Shatta Wale's media tour in Nigeria. Of course, they will jump in. That is what the media is looking out for. Where now, they will come there. They will come and do their coverage, do their news out of it, and all of that. So the advice is for everybody, every fan base, and not just
don't throw more than you support your artist.
Well,
Chamo, what are you also adding to this?
Yeah, I think it should rather be. I will agree with Nana Regan on this. It should be rather in a form of advice instead of criticism. What he did is more like criticism than the advice, but it should be the opposite. You should be advising them to do it the other way around, just with the reasons and the benefit that come with it, instead of criticizing them that they are not doing it right. Because if you do that, it looks like when you support an artist or you support somebody, you don't have to reason, or you don't have something that is that you are interested in. It's like only thing that you should be interested in is the artist. No, it won't work in any way. So don't make it look like the fans, they don't have reasons to do whatever they want to do. You know, they will do it. Well, they can love the artist, but I will still not even like the artist push. What they love about the artist is listening to the artist song. They will rather go and tease somebody, but they will listen to your song. That's what they like. So you can advise those people that, oh, please don't just listen to the artist. Say something good about the artist. That's an advice. But if you go and criticize the person that, why are you always listening to the songs of the artist, but you don't post anything about the artist? No, you can't tell the person what to do in that way. You can't command them. You only advise them. So and I think
when they decide whether
they will take it or not. Yes. So I will also advise him to advise the Beam Native to say more positive things about Stonebwoy instead of teasing Shatta or any other person. The way he went about the thing, I mean, people will not take it the way he wants them to take it, even if that's his intention.
But Barrister is saying that he has been a part of Beam Nation before. How about if he's had this backdoor until he came out?
And well, Barrister can answer that one.
No, Barrister might not be the only one to.
Oh, he has always been chicken.
So I think Well, maybe he may have good intention coming out like this, but it didn't land well. So he should come again because
they didn't land on the soft.
So he should come again and this time around do it right. If you are advising people, yes, people will either take it or forget about your advice. But if you are criticizing them, sometimes they will even forget about your intention and also come at you, and it will not help anybody because what he is proposing, it won't work. It won't work. I mean, people can follow an artist for so many reasons. So you either convince them to focus on what you want them to focus on, or you leave them to do their own thing. So and it should be like that. You can't say that if you are a Beam native, don't criticize Shatawale. You can't, and it won't work like that. But you can advise them that, Charlie, if you criticize Shatawale, he will be getting more traffic, getting more mention than the artist that you love. So please, instead of focusing on Shatta, focus on Stonebwoy. But if you come out like the way he did, it won't work. Yes.
And even to add people natives who tease Shatawale, and in that way they also create their own traffic. They also get their own numbers for their own reasons. So you can't just. You have somebody who is talking about Shatawale all the time. You have all the SM fans coming in, and it keeps the person's page also active. So it's just a 50-50.
It's give and take. Okay. Finally, now you look at a twin story. And when I say a twin story, it is a two-in-one story. First is a note that someone wrote to me. And second is a discussion that was ongoing in a radio station in Kumasi called it's number one, eh?
One FM or something.
That is
Radio 1.
Radio 1, yeah, Radio 1. That is Radio 1. Okay, number one is the Accra FM 1. Okay, that is the difference. So there is a Radio 1 and there is number 1. And here we are talking about Radio 1 FM in Kumasi, where Slim, DJ Slim, and a man like MC very much French. Portfolio, they've been doing rap together all the time. This one come and do CD, and this one do that. Yeah, Jermaine Portfolio. Yeah, they have been talking about Kelvyn Boy. You know, Kelvyn Boy and Stonebwoy, ever since they fell out, we have not seen any attempt by any of them to patch up their differences and move on with their lives. But something we've seen is, we've seen a Kelvyn Boy dancing to Stonebwoy's song, giving the perception that, oh, all is well. Even if he can dance to your song, then it means everything is fine. And that you guys are together and all is fine and all is well. But these guys have given a different twist to it. They think that if Kelvyn Boy wants to show to the world that all is fine with Stonebwoy, he needs to go through the right way. Now, what is the right way? When Stonebwoy went on Andy Dusty's program on Hits FM, Andy Dusty asked Stonebwoy, Stone, so what is the relationship between you and Kelvyn Boy now? This is how Stonebwoy answered it. He said, people know where they climb from. They know how to descend or how to drop. So don't let the in-between fool you. Stonebwoy, man.
He's a poet.
This particular point, it is a serious point. He says, people know where they climb from. They know how to descend or drop. Don't let the in-between fool you. This is a serious thing. And this was how Stonebwoy responded to Kelvyn Boy's question from Andy Dusty. According to Portfolio, Jermaine, he also has a different opinion on what Stonebwoy said. And I want us to listen to it. If he is in the same path that Stonebwoy has told or not. Then after, I'll introduce the next topic. I said it's a twin topic, but they are all focusing on Kelvyn Boy and his branches. So we will sure come back and do the discussion fully. Watch this video. I'll be right back.
Baby, I Kelvyn Boy rise to go do it and over for Muntina. And I baby Mantiasi, if you are Mantiasi, probably maybe a Mantiasi. Probably maybe that's how I understand it.
No.
It's art.
Okay, well, that's fine.
It's art, so I mean I'm entitled to also interpret it how.
Yeah. The whole interpretation is
say Stonebwoy I could Kelvyn boy I could do baby. He needs, you know, the help of Stonebwoy. That's why he's trying to come back. So as a fan full I be now the wabo Stonebwoy you na dia video near the day. Almost I don't know.
Okay.
Probably maybe.
My understanding of the nice Stonebwoy, Bernard Stonebwoy Bunese, you have there is an outstanding issue with your former boss. Everyone knows it. You've disrespected him. According to you, he's disrespected you on many occasions. In a long while, even after reconciliation mechanism be put to you, still found a way what disrespecting him. Then if you want to make peace, Nipa now put you on. If you want to make peace, you know how to do it. So you don't openly put Facebook Live on you and jump to my song to, as it were, let people know, say, you don't have problem with me. Meanwhile, you know how to patch up a broken relationship. Not by way of using my song. And never say, unimi niasem. Until I Stonebwoy person said, don't let it fool you, man. Until unim kwanya offer so enemy nya problem.
Until fasa kwanya.
Say until upe say unimi. Esakabomo, you know how to do it. Meaning, sana me metiasi.
Sana wotiasi.
Enti no, and so camera and see also be person part in case. Oh, na say Stonebwoy crowd na watching asem nim because I crowd the wonyum. Yes snap. Or say manu nye fanfuli. Because yes, so you know how to do. Baby, I'll fire now. Offer chief as it here now. Only me problem. When you want to patch up with me, you know the means are also the patch up. Because I think Saoka. Is anything to go by. And I think it says Kelvyn Boy season even now better than before. And I mean
better than Stonebwoy?
No, I say it's we
don't have to compare. It's not like
yeah, better than Stonebwoy.
He has one of the biggest songs at the moment.
And so why do you think they also Oko from?
How is he falling?
Falling. And I mean no one
he's not falling.
Okay.
Still up there.
Baby, I mean so maybe free plugins as you see Stonebwoy. I know what she do. Stonebwoy in the next year or two will be the new Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Stonebwoy will be the new Burna Boy. Come to think,
festivals
are all bono. Baby on enam I know a day and it's
Ghana how by deals name baby omure and on a black certainly they will surprise. On bet me a pull big surprise on Ghana.
Deals a problem. Kiddy.
Yeah.
Deals are omoye and I know a day. I mean backstage and we see how they move. I mean some of us we see how they moving. And a movement and I know a day. Pa baby omu didn't come on. It's next level conversation
but I don't think the import of Stonebwoy's message meant say who say or from to hear plugs. He really saying say or if I'm fooling no to create a make believe say he doesn't have problem in Tima and no but
it's art.
Well, I don't know. It's I don't know if it's different with Mula though, but
all right, so that is part one of this conversation. Now let me move on to part two, still on Kelvyn Boy. Then we will see how best we will discuss this. A gentleman who has been watching our shows, following us on social media, also sent this to us, and we are open for some of these conversations as much as it makes sense. We will come here to do the discussion, but if you come insulting, then we will also ignore it as you came. So the man says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Sammy Flex. I made analysis that seemed disturbing, and I think it is worth discussing with your able pundits for possible solutions." And I granted him that. He said, "Have you realized most artists who had monster hit songs this year are touring the globe? Artists like Kiss Daniel, Camido, Asake, etc." And he went like, "Unlike Kelvyn Boy, who equally had monster hit songs as Camido, he seems very relaxed. After he had the hit, he intended to tour parts of Europe playing in clubs, but couldn't see through all the dates he announced. Kelvyn Boy has been in the game for quite a while now, and he should take advantage to milk from his song because it comes once in a blue moon. Even though Camido has released another song, he is still activating Sugarcane song and mounting big stages. Could it be management's inabilities? Could it be inadequacy of plugs? Could it be hatred some industry people have for him? These are questions for discussions. Kelvyn Boy lately comes on live just to smoke. He's trying to imitate what the Burna Boy, Wizkid, Shatawale, etc. do, which you know our culture frowns on, especially when you are not a totally an established artist. This makes it difficult for corporate sector to even associate with you. Thank you. I shall bounce back again. That is what he sent to me. And I want to get the opinion of my people here, starting with Intim Dodu Solomon Chemo on this. I think I should mention his name, but I think I'll go and find his name somewhere for you. Yes.
Yeah.
So on the two.
Yes. So from the first part, Stonebwoy and then Kelvyn Boy relationship, and then the symbol of peace that looks like is what Kumasi people call crocro the drum. Yeah, me. Well, I'm surprised that people are also thinking that Kelvyn Boy's gesture means peace. I'm surprised that people are taking it like that. I mean, when
the actions.
Yeah, when a good song is played, or when you hear a good song, you don't really think about who played it before you dance or do something about it. And so it could be coming from your enemy or whatever. So when you think one day, I would bet me there. Yes. So to just say that, oh, he is dancing to his song, so maybe now they are cool. I mean, people should not take it like that. We know what will constitute that, or what will make us be convinced that they are cool. And you know, just dancing with somebody's song there. Now, say, I'm sorry for money. You are the forward. And then you are more the money. Yeah, that be a movie. Mumra sorry, or Mumra sorry. And Jomu Bo, I'm sorry for an answer. Yes, and you know, I think we shouldn't be deceived, or we should not conclude, say, Obidu Binimasa, so they are cool together. So, if that was the direction that Andy Dusty was using to ask whether now Stonebwoy is cool with Kelvyn Boy, I think the answer coming from Stonebwoy is yes. That's the right
but Andy
answer.
also created the impression like, oh, because the boy has been dancing
dance to your song.
It means all is well, so patch up with him.
Yeah, that. I think it wasn't I don't want to say good question, but it wasn't a question for asking that. You can't base on that thing and say that
all is well.
All is well, or the guy is showing
remorse,
so forgive him or no. I think if Andy wants that thing to happen, I think he should rather be advising Kelvyn Boy to do the right thing. So the question wasn't good for me, and the answer was yes, yeah, it was
like
right.
You know
answer
where you climbed from.
From yes,
and you know how to get down. But in between,
and
don't be fooled.
Don't you may crocro the jump. Yeah. Someone says, "Oh, boo."
No, that's not kind. It's serious. I see know where you climb from.
Yeah.
And know how to get down.
Yeah.
So in between, don't be fooled.
You see, these artists, they are really smart. He's giving an answer that will not make him look like he's so like
begging for something.
And at the same time, he's not making it look like as any 3 more then he's not ready to forgive. It was so good. I mean, I'll give it to him.
No, the answer
was
no,
so
I actually told Lapi to go and transcribe what he said.
It's big one. Like I'll give it to him. Big ups to Stonebwoy on that. And then with the Kelvyn Boy and what is happening to him, the guy, I think the questions were cool for me, except that he didn't add whether it is his attitude, like he did with inadequacy of the management, and he said not enough props. I was expecting his attitude, something like question my bad. It didn't come there.
He
did that in the
he did aspect.
Yes.
Okay.
He did that
you want to
inside
believe the smoking was the attitude?
Yes. He did it in the other paragraph or when he was ending it. But I was expecting it to give it that highlight as he mentioned the inadequacy of the management and it's I think it's all of them. And at this point I think it's even good that Stonebwoy is no more working with him because at this point it will clearly be an issue for Stonebwoy because they will say that after him getting a hit song, we are not promoting him enough.
You are not putting him on the
first and all that. So it's negative to have issues with people, but at this point, I think it's positive for Stonebwoy because at least he has escaped that tag of not helping him enough.
Okay.
Yes, and this is a difficult thing to do.
Okay.
And I think Kelvyn boy, yes, his team, I think they should do more than what they are doing now because the potential is big, especially after getting that hit song that everybody was using it to do something. So what else again? You should just do your best to push it to other corners that you think it is not hitting or it's not going there. And they have failed in that direction. Based on what we have seen, maybe they are doing their best, but it's not enough for us to see progress in that direction. And his attitude too, I think, it's not going well for him. The smoking thing and even having other issues besides the baby mama issues.
Those cases were in court. We don't know
yes,
how far.
They even at one point arrested him and other stuff like those things. I mean, you cannot think straight or you will not be relaxed enough to focus on your business alone when you are having such issues. You have to go to court, you have to go here, yes, you have to pay this, you have to pay that. So I think his attitude in this case will play a major role, like a huge role in what is happening to him. So yes, I think the concern, I think they are legitimate, and he should be worried, and even the team, if they can do something about it, they should. The management, his personal part in the whole thing, what is happening to him and all that, because we can all agree that he's really coming down. We don't hear of him lately as we used to. After the song, after getting the hits, others will come in with their own hits. Now you have to compete for the space and you have to do more. So if you are just coming on social media to smoke and then go back having baby mama issues and all that, it will not be good for you. But the part that I disagree with the guy is some media people not hating him or not. Nobody in this industry will hate you in terms of having a hit song and they are trying to block it for it not to come or no. Some may have personal issues with you, fine. But if you have a hit song, you have a hit song. They can't do anything about it. So instead of focusing on people who hit you and what they are doing, focus on getting a hit song or doing your things right. For those who love you to push it. And so let's take those who hit him out. Those who love him, what are they doing?
So looking at those.
So
those who love me are looking at
those who
have a few days.
So for that person, I disagree with the writer, and I think he should come again. But beside that one, the rest I agree with him.
You agree with him? Okay, Nana. Yes,
it's very, very good observation. I want to start with the guy's concerns raised. Very, very good observation.
Let me see if I can give him shouts.
Yeah, I wish you can get the names.
Yeah.
I think he has made a very good observation.
Just that my only concern and the worry at the same time was which mindset is he coming with? You know, sometimes someone can say this, not coming from a genuine mindset.
Yes.
Because I checked his profile photo, and his profile photo was a Stonebwoy. His profile photo was a Stonebwoy's signature or name. I think the name is Mac Drills. That's the name, Mac Drills or MC Drills.
So
one of them. Yeah.
Shout out to MC Drills. I think it's still a genuine thing. I mean, looking at how he presented the message there, we might know. I don't want us to really look at it from whether he's coming from a Stonebwoy camp, because it's a general thing.
His points were clear.
Yeah, he was very, very clear. I mean, he has mentioned artists who have monster hits this year, and they are all doing it. And truly, Case Daniels and Camilo for a while, they are busy touring and, you know, activating and getting plugs and other things. So the question is, why is Kelvyn Boy not doing so? What is stopping him from? And this is management work.
Okay.
I mean, we were here when Camilo dropped Sugarcane, and we saw what he was doing with his manager, George Breton. At some point, we even have to applaud their movement and all of that. So, where is Kelvyn Boy's management? What are they doing? And even if you are finding it difficult, if you are having challenges, what are the challenges? If you think somebody is hating on you, what has anybody done, or the media or any industry person done to you that you think, okay, because you have done this to me, it's pure hate, you want to just subdue the spotlight that is on me or something. So just be clear. But if you are not doing anything, we cannot assume that because people hate you, that is why your work is not flying. Me for once, I will conclude that you are just sleeping on the products that you have. You are not making the right moves that you have to make. Maybe he is satisfied with the TikTok videos that the girls were doing for him and other things like that. Maybe I saw him with Wizkid and other people in the US or something. So maybe he's okay, he's satisfied.
Okay.
I want to believe, because if you are not satisfied as an artist in 2022, when it's very, very difficult to even have the hit song, and then you have a hit song and then you sleep with it. No, you have to work. We know what Nigerian artists are doing. We know what some Ghanaian artists have started doing. Shatawale is going for Nigerian media tour. So that's
he's not going to do promotion.
No, he's going to do oil research.
maybe.
Careful with the words.
Maybe
he's going with his friends to do oil research. They will have business engagements and other things like that. So it is still business. Your music, Kelvyn Boy, his song, it's his company, it's his business. That's the product. Go and activate it. So why are you not doing it? I will not blame the media. I will not blame any industry persons now, because there's no basis or any detailed information for me to say, okay, then this person is to be blamed. Why did you do this to Kelvyn Boy? Why did you do that? That one there. And then the other day, he asked about 3 questions, right?
Yeah, the not having enough plugs. And the inadequacy of the management.
And the Stonebwoy and Kelvyn Boy dancing to Stonebwoy song.
The inadequate management inabilities. That one, the 100%. I want to believe it is.
Why do you think it is 100%?
Like I said, there's nothing that's
who owns Black Arm is an experienced manager. So what do you mean by 100%?
Oh, but if you can be experienced, but you might not have the resources to even do what you want to do. And you might also not know where to even go to get to those things, or how to get to those things, or how to even activate certain things. So at the end of the day, it comes back to you, the management. How you do it will tell us, okay, you have the abilities to get some of these things. So that is why the first thing I'll agree with what he said. And then the second one, please, Richie, put it on for me. The
enough plugs, not
inadequacy of plugs. That one there. That one, I don't want to agree entirely, because, like you said, he has an experienced manager. We know.
See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I heard or I know, which will be right. Any of them. Maybe something I heard or something I know.
Yeah, something you heard, just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
As your lawyer, I'm advising you.
Okay, something I heard, just to be safe. I like that, Jabo. Yeah. Out of the issues that brought their confusion was a certain show Kelvyn Boy played somewhere in abroad. I think it was in Portugal or one of the countries.
Yeah.
That the show was supposed to be like, wait for me, let me take it, then we go together like you have always been doing for me. And man felt no, I also want to go and do it. It was Belgium, eh?
Something like that.
Was something. I mean, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not too sure. It was a show like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he should have the blogs because he played those shows.
And recently, the guy even mentioned he was in US playing some club shows and.
No, those ones.
Those
ones really happened. The US show was. Well, I think was it the Saturday show?
Yes.
Yeah, the US show was the Saturday show.
Saturday and how to be.
He announced some shows he was going to play in Europe.
That one didn't happen. It didn't happen at all.
Yes.
Yeah. No muna Okoshi. Okoshi bu yes.
Blocks the Rasa. Maybe I would take it like this. Maybe there's some forces that is, fighting him to get certain things.
In the presence of Chemo. You are saying forces in the presence of Chemo, like
no, those are physical forces. Not spiritual forces, physical forces. Well, because when you see some of these issues, stories regarding Stonebwoy and Kelvyn boy, when issues like that happen, some of us know the extent that sometimes it goes. So maybe I'm not saying that is what it is, but maybe for some reason the plug will even be in US and. Because he has that loyalty for Stonebwoy, he might not want to do anything with you. Whether you have a case or you don't have a case, his loyalty is with Stonebwoy and he doesn't want to work with you at all. So those things too are factors that can, prevent him or stop him from getting some of the plugs that he needs. So he shouldn't just be dancing to Stonebwoy songs. He should just do the needful.
What is the needful?
The needful is knowing when you are climbing,
because
this is a new
No, what is the needful?
The needful is, that's what I say, if I offend you, that's a mekwa. If I want to get back into your company, the needful is me maybe coming to you or getting phobia. Maybe I would not be joined to a corner. Say, oh, my phone brass on me. In fact, time I may add because I'm in my phone. But my code died, I said, there be a man. I said, we lead me. I'm a cop, my brown, and I'm a cockatoo. So, my sorry. I say, if you are in a matter to the nine, I will say, be okay. And I don't know if brass and me will accept that apology. Or Chinebino, if he will not even work with me, he can recommend me. Say, oh, my boy will bet me I will be a man. Because whether you like it or not, somebody will call Brass Sammy before he will get to me. You understand? Yeah. So if I fight Sammy and I don't show any sign of remorseful and I'm just roaming about, I don't care if you are post video and I'm share, thinking say because I have shared the video link. He should be okay and think that there's nothing happening. No, dear. Crocodile John at Shemukai.
And it comes to play.
So the needful is come and apologize. And then, iron out your differences.
I still want to ask some questions. He's going to apologize for what?
For whatever reasons why he left the camp or maybe he was sacked from the camp or anything. Why is he dancing with Stonebwoy songs now? And making people have that belief say, okay, there is nothing wrong. Say, see a boy in a crap no Stonebwoy now. And that thing he did, that is understanding people will get to. Stonebwoy now, to no crowd, the boy crap, we just and not the one you class sounds why I'm watching or promoting.
That's why I'm watching Stonebwoy answer and it is so good. Like it was so yes. Because if you are not careful, it will now look like you are the bad one. If you don't answer it right. Yeah.
And it was also good, I think, and the Dusty asked because and Quebec crazy perception out to public. I mean, people will just go with it like that. Say, na say nipa na okra na ne wa asem no kra promote unyom and oyesi na okra oye too no and na okra oye selfish and na okra posting a flyer be mano and na okra oye also claim say oh na dey ne buy na dey people will be having that. So it was good. So if you want to do the right thing, just go to Stonebwoy. Let everybody know that you have done this. And they be say I want to wo. Sometimes when you have issues with elderly people, don't wait till you get convinced that what's in here. Answer now because oh, then I'm going to apologize for this. You know that the person have issues with you. Baby, as Stonebwoy answer a question, he crash will tell you that all is not well with him when it comes to you. So go and sort that thing out. When you're able to sort that thing out, and I say the industry no more be craft before because of Stonebwoy, and you shouldn't take that thing for granted. I am telling him if he doesn't know, it is happening. Somebody will, if he doesn't, in fact, so pretend so him say obi be fan who before because of on this Stonebwoy past and I say issues. Then he's making a very big mistake.
That thing is real.
He's making a very if you think things are not really working and you can't work.
He was attacked in a shaman by Chain God because of Stonebwoy.
Yes, when he was going to do that. Is it Samsung or something? Yes.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Chain God.
So just
he's my guy. I've been chatting with him on Instagram.
So just go and say sorry and now just how I be a Stonebwoy to respond to your apology or open up to you again. Like I'm saying, maybe he might not admit you to the beam camp again. But on beti me know why fine. I be call Akwaboah show no so beti me say we fa Kelvyn boy nka ho that recommendation sound komodie ni beba and everybody will be okay. Because beam natives no crap no cry be mo cry beti me aye nyama underground etia wo your progress. Just the fan base they can work because some of them too they have plugs. The fans, some of them they know people, they know somebody that they can call and say oh, this person not manga just me call madam for no cry or won the bay and call the other. DJ B but Shatawale no. Langa this way say on the Shatawale a problem. Tell them tina DJ no. Okobo na so many. I swear many many was say do no. Na kwani poso sesanyo. So some of these fans and the way they react to issues, some way. So he should just do the need for onim there what's all here. And I'm sure Stonebwoy is also expecting.
So that's what Stonebwoy meant.
Yes. I want him na say some of kind of the way clear. Men jina mfimfi ho. Who jina mfimfi as up say o man crofo dream bibi family home. Yeah, get down or go up. Man, you baby original. Original me feel the hard.
Well, let me listen to Barrister finally on this one. On the two, there's a twin topic, like I said, on the two areas. Yeah.
As I don't know if I'm the one who is controlling the production team. It seems that anytime I come here, there is something big missing.
That day, we have to ask.
I don't have any control.
we have to ask Lapiji on that one.
Yeah, when he was landing, he said even the big meetings can even plug things under GM. That one, I'm sure it's true.
Why? Do you have anything to say?
Oh no. I quite remember somebody who was a good friend. He's well-to-do. If I'm saying well-to-do, he's very, very dusted. That when the issue came out earlier.
Which issue came out?
Stone and Kelvyn boy issue. And the way Kelvyn boy was going about it. You know, he was putting out a lot of tweets and trying to be so arrogant and so proud of himself and stuff. So that guy was like he wanted to create a lot of problem for him. And he even told me that he was ready to pay any amount to blacklist the boy. Yes, and I was even begging that he's a young guy. He was even ready to pay bloggers off not to even talk about Kelvyn boy.
Wow.
Yeah, he was fucking about that. The guy I was maybe one day when he chanced on the video, he wouldn't have taken about him. Like very, very dusted guy. And yes, back to the main thing. Yes, if you are climbing, I'm talking about the issue that is going on. Yes, if you are climbing, you know that you take a first step, second before getting to the top. So if whatever you are saying at the top is not there, you will need have to come back and using the same step. But don't go and stand in the middle and ask somebody to put a table there for you to jump on it. Maybe you will end up hurting yourself. So, yes. But the unfortunate thing that I see is that the person who can even patch them would be Black City and Sammy. I'm using, because if there's going to be somebody Stone listen to very well would be Black City or Sammy.
I think I agree.
And these people are also not there. Samini at the point also took side when the issue came up. He realized that he was also telling Stonebwoy that Kelvyn boy is a boy, don't take the thing too much and a whole lot of things. And
at the point, Sammy also created an impression
yes,
like it was the same thing Stonebwoy did to him.
You get it. And at the end of the day, Sammy went ahead to move with Kelvyn boy. They did songs together and a whole lot of things. So now the person that he would even rely on, there is a question mark on them. So how would he also get back? Unless he look elsewhere. And we all know Stone is somebody who look at things very critically, and I'm not sure he's going to give him. He might forgive him, but accepting him and say, oh, I'll recommend this boy for someone else. Because when you watch the character of Kelvyn boy when the issue came out, you realize that he was not ready to even patch any kind of broken bottle or whatever they had in the past. And it's rather unfortunate because some of us saw him when he was coming up. Some of us actually went against all the odds when most people even predicted that the boy was going to grow wings when he gets the fifth. I personally was one of the people who
you didn't see that happening.
Yes, championed the love that we created for Kelvyn boy. I'm one of the people who even created the Mia song. We used a lot of medias to make sure the song became a hit song. So it really, really pained me when I realized that he unfollowed Stonebwoy immediately and then unfollowed me. And we used to have this.
Oh, he unfollowed you too.
Oh yeah, we used to have.
He's not followed you back still.
Oh, we used to have this personal vibe, and there was a time he even posted something and I questioned him and he was just laughing like no. And for the fact that when they were moving, they moved out with OV too. And when we did our first White on Jeans, I was the one who invited OV because OV at that point knew nobody. So I invited OV and OV was leaving the premises and I said, oh, didn't you see Kelvyn boy? He was here. You should have connected with stuff like that. So when all these things happened, like mentally it affected me because when OV2 was also going for these hit makers, I was the one who prompted people and we went in
all out.
Yes. So it's really pained me and what can I say? We need to leave that for posterity to judge. Yes.
I see. And the other side.
The other side where
the guy thinks he's not seen much of Stonebwoy.
Yeah. No,
sorry, he's not seen much of Kelvyn boy.
I am not surprised because Black Arm is a new label and the plugs that Black City is having, or we perceive that he has, those plugs are meant for Stone, and I'm not sure it will be. And these international plugs, when you have them, you would want to keep them constant vibe with them. So if you have a plugs with, let's say, Summer Jam, and the first year 2018 it was through certain channel that you came with, they would want to book the artist again, and then the next time we realize that, oh, the artist that you brought, you had an issue with him, so the artist has used a different channel to communicate with us, and then you also come in with another artist. They would want to question your credibility as well. So I'm sure he's struggling on that level. Initially, a lot of us thought that he was the one who was doing the plugins. So any artist that he takes on, he can plug them easily, and then the artist flies. And that was a mistake that he committed. And as a manager, when you create that relationship with an artist that you are going, so no matter what that can, you should have to bury the ego at a point, even if it is going to kill certain part of you. He thought he has the plug, he is going to do all that for Kelvyn boy, and he has been given the platform to do that, and he's lacking. And it's rather unfortunate that a song like Down Flat is actually flat on the market now.
The song is not flat, but I think activities around the song.
Yes, and it's making it very, very flat. You get it? Even both internationally, all of us thought that was what was going to happen. And Kelvyn Boy's attitude that added up to the song, when the song came out, you realize that he was even, there was this award that he did not win, and he posted that he is not interested in any Ghanaian award. He's now focusing on international stuff and that. Yes, and this alone would create a lot of perception and the mindset of people, and they will view you with certain kind. And it's going to have a very tough time going forward, because his demeanor. I quite remember Kwame Daisy was questioning his attitude when they traveled. The first time they traveled, the first thing he did was to come live, and he was smoking. And he said he was expecting him to come out and tell them his program. Yes, but he was rather smoking and stuff like that. And when he's growing lean, so you could realize that the guy is having a lot of tough time. It's not easy. You know, Pim Nation is...
What do you mean by he's growing lean? Nah, he's growing lean.
He's on diet. He's on diet.
And I really does.
Too much. I got smoke too much.
No, that is not fair.
No.
But sometimes, let me also tell you what I think about the smoking bit that he's been showing. He is an ambassador for a wrestler, which is a smoking element, a substance that he uses to all be smokers use. I nearly said we used to smoke. A substance that smokers use. And if you're an ambassador for such a product, how best can you sell that product?
Look,
Nana Reagan has been saying something that to him, if you are going to be an ambassador for Slim Fit, which is a water brand, you should be seen drinking it like we have always been drinking it. So if you a brand, one of these water brands, you just come and sponsor me,
can be holding the paper.
because I'm always with water. I don't drink the other one. I'm always with water when I'm on set.
I don't think the issue has got to do with the smoke. It's about the message that comes along with it.
No, he's a brand ambassador for reason.
Yeah, so you smoke, hold your paper, do whatever you want to do, smoke, but give message. Don't let people's focus and attention be on the just the smoke.
Yeah.
You can be smoking and just be.
What are you saying?
But he didn't say anything.
You don't say anything. You don't.
No, he doesn't have to say it.
Say kwa America no say Ghana had their mom mama kwan. Ma kodru America. Me share gugu so.
Over there share gugu so.
I when you're watching the live video, you see
so I don't think that he's doing his ambassadorial works with
this. So if it is working for him,
let that.
You know when we used to tackle Kwakese's stories most of the time. Every time he's in the US and he puts something out, we will address it here. At that time, even in his video, he was smoking. But at the end of the day, your focus and attention will be on the message that he is putting out. That is exactly what people is asking Kelvyn Boy to do.
Wale comes live, he smokes.
All of them.
After the
live, you will be talking.
You will talk about the that we talk about. But my guy comes live, and all that we can talk about is how he's smoking.
Yes. So in this case, he wants you to know about the smoking bit.
No. Okay.
Yes. So that's why he doesn't say. That's why he doesn't say anything.
But is it working for him?
Is that what's the name of the wrestler?
Yes.
Diamond.
Who knows?
Diamond wrestler.
How did you know?
Because I'm a showbiz person.
You are friends.
So I'm just watching. I'm just watching him. How do I see the diamond?
So you want him to say it?
Yes.
Just say something about the.
But is it working for him?
Okay, now he starts saying it.
Yes, and I think that the is it inadequate what?
Plugs.
And then there is another thing, the inability
of
management. Yeah.
That I've tackled. I think they don't have. We have DD as his road manager, Black City as his main label boss and stuff like that. I'm not sure how the relationship is, but they have them.
Well, I want to believe that all is well with them. sometimes our expectations for people are not being met. That one for real. The guy who is writing this to me, if he's only coming from a positive mindset or a positive place, then that's fine.
He'll be coming from you see, one thing about the natives is that, you see, Kelvyn Boy, most of his fans are being natives. You shouldn't forget that.
That one, he doesn't want to agree.
Oh, he can go.
He has disagreed on
even
so many
look.
With that
One of the guys that even led and even disrespected some of us was a strong beam natives who got closer to Kelvyn Boy when we invited him to White on Jeans, the first edition, and he got that close relationship with, and then they formed the upside down whatever family, and they started recruiting natives who have that kind of perception that, okay, Kelvyn Boy was right, Stone was wrong. So they started forming that vibe. So we know them, most of his fans are our people, and so some of them who felt like, no, there should be a problem, would have this genuine concern and think that maybe one or two things needs to be corrected, one or two things are not going on well. And I'm saying that it could be some sort of attitudinal problem, because Kelvyn Boy himself may not want to be corrected at a point. And I'm sure that is what is leading the problem now. And Black City that we know will not be with you as an artist, and you will not see him in the picture.
Okay.
And I'm not sure Black City would entirely agree with the kind of behavior he's putting out there, because of his Muslim
Black City is some upright guys.
Yes. So there should be some problem in there, because I know Kelvyn Boy to be a bit.
Well, we still wish him well. Like I'm saying, it is expectation.
That's that he will not
maybe someone. That's that you don't do it.
We will not hear of him again.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, he will be fine.
No,
but in terms of the beat song,
some of you said the same thing, that you will not hear until he gave us a bang, boom, boom, and then the
boom.
You mean okay.
When expectation of an artist is so big, you want him, and you see, when you are a fan, sometimes, like I said, it's either the guy is coming from a positive place or a negative place. If he's coming from a positive place, then it's because he loves him, and he thinks, no, the way I love him, he should do it. He should grow. Like he mentioned Camido, he said, look at the way Camido is going. He wants to see him going so. And at the time that Kelvyn Boy's song was flying, that was the same time Camido's song was also flying.
I had the same genuine concern. I even posted that, is he still playing shows? Because I wanted to see him. Because I still have Didi's number. Sometimes I watch his status. I have never seen any show. All they do is that we move from Hamburg. We are now in.
No more Shigum.
Oh,
but it's so Kelvyn Boy, give it to them. In fact, let your haters cry. Give them. Give them, and all be fine. Another successful show just ended, and I want to say thanks to my special people. Barrister is still calling for your support. He is the man who is leading Beam Natives Global, so he's calling for your support, guys. White on Jeans. He wants support. Share your number. Who knows? Someone might call you.
Yeah, okay, so my number is 057 054 2719.
Okay,
yes.
057
054
okay
2719.
Is it the same number Lapiji has? Please, that number, if you want to go to church on Sunday, don't look at the status of that number.
Oh no, I have to save that number. Like when it was, I have to save it before you can see it.
Have you guys paid attention to Shatawale's Society Contract song? That was dropped yesterday. I think with he's trying to address some issues that
then
Lappy will do it at his end.
Then that should be your job. The song is called Society. Yeah, I saw you posted it. Yeah, I saw you posted it. Okay. Oh, and it's with releasing that bang.
Endra.
Okay, then Lappy.
Was he crying?
No, he wasn't crying.
Why do you ask me?
No, the way he's talking.
No, he was not crying, but I think he was
sort of
really
message.
addressing some issues in the song.
Wow.
So they should just-
Okay, then after here, we are all going to listen to it, and I'm sure you come back and do the lyrics review.
As someone today, we have activities. First and second, we have a lot of activities. On
First September.
Yes, to
And
second.
September,
Yes,
yeah.
we have football, tennis, like all these games.
I think I heard Stonebwoy mentioning something with Decathlon.
Yes,
as their sponsors.
And then there is a health screening on the second. So anybody at all can come and then.
Is Sammy Flex playing?
Oh. Yeah, he can come and play. Maybe he will.
No, I mean the team. We have a
Flex
professional
I
team.
think there should be a way to register with it. But I
I'm
saw
not
16
registered
teams.
now. Me starting yet.
They will play.
Me starting quite someone. Me could now. All right, so thanks to Barrister, thanks to Team Dodi Solomon, thanks to Donald Reagan, and thanks to you, more importantly, thanks to you for watching us. You guys make us #1 all the time. International audience here on Sammy Flex TV. Everywhere, every part of the world, you get someone who is watching Sammy Flex TV, and it feels so good. To the production team, let me say thanks to Digital Rasta Currency on camera, and to Richie Flex, who is the editor director of the show. Emmanuel Fowila PG is the producer. Gideon Nilam Tessin is our creative director. Tell someone that the best platform providing quality entertainment discussion is right here on Sammy Flex TV. We will be giving you some more. So subscribe to us and let's do it. Sammy Flex, I'm out of here.